Surly Smithstad has won every race he's competed in so far today. Well, this is his final opportunity, at least for Friday, to continue on that perfect run and try and make it 4 from 4, which would just be ridiculous. But we'll see if that does come to fruition, or if someone else will come to upset the party. Of course, Adrian Mikkelsen, what a race it was from him in heat number 1. Had to battle through from his 6th place starting position, which I think he would have been frustrated with, as he's clearly got the pace to battle up right at the sharp end. And he had it all to do in that one, battled super well, and gave a very happy fist pump in the air as he went across the line. And of course he did. It was such an impressive race from Adrian, and we'll see if he can do a similar thing here as they go for it yet again. Right then, grid is on your screen. Let's take a look at it here ahead of qualifying heat number 2 in the mini category at the IAME Nordic Cup 2025. As I mentioned, your pole sitter yet again is Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad, with Jenny K. Nordvang alongside him. Jenny slipped back a little bit at the opening part of the heat number 1, ended up dropping down to, where was she, 5th place once the checkered flag flew. Had some good pace and was battling really well. Some really impressive defence from Jenny Nordvang. We should be hoping for a bit faster out the blocks in this one, see if she can battle it in for the win and keep some more drivers behind her. It's Espen Moe and Jakob Oldenberger there on row number 2, with Christopher Melhus and Adrian Mikkelsen on row number 3. Daniel Stålen and Berk Blanslet Bendiksvold on row number 4, with Oliver Christiansen Kampelian and Marcus Alberg rounding out the top 10 on row number 5. Philip Bakkegaard, Christian Bjørgen and Shelley Sander are your 13 drivers taking to the grid here for the second qualifying heat of the day in the minis. Well, what was that finishing gap then in the first race? Surly Smithstad was over 3 seconds, nearly 3.2 seconds ahead of Adrian Mikkelsen in 2nd place. Like I mentioned, though, Adrian had to battle through the order to find his way up there, and that just gave the opportunity to your eventual winner to just press on ahead, make the most of the free air that he had, create a nice little gap, and then bring it home nice and relaxed. Well, he'll be looking for the same order here, looking for the race to play out in a very similar way, and with his realistically seemingly closest challenger of Adrian Mikkelsen once again getting sent back to 6th place for the start, that should make it a little bit easier for Surly Smithstad. But we'll wait and see. Drivers getting ready then in the dummy grid. They'll soon be heading out. And once again, we'll have 8 minutes plus 1 lap on the clock. The final time, we'll see the minis out today on Friday. We'll see them, of course, back again tomorrow. Here we are then, I can hear a few minis heading out onto the circuit, about ready to go for their second qualifying heat of the day. As it looks as though we've had an issue there for one of the drivers on the right-hand side of the dummy grid. Drivers heading on round him to try and get out of the pit lane. I'll try and let you know as soon as I can find out who that is. Actually, it looks like we've got two drivers unable to get those engines started. One of them has managed to get out there. Hopefully can bring that car engine to a good temperature. The 197 that was struggling to get it started. And that was your pole sitter. That was your pole sitter. Right, okay. Ole Alexander Smithstad. Engine not really wanting to fire on the first time of asking there. Does get it underway in the end. But again, I think we can assume they're not going to be going first time of asking here. It's going to be round again for our mini drivers. I was just trying to come out of the commentary box and spot if that other driver did get away, but I can't quite see far enough into the pit lane as to whether they have done or not. But yeah, I've already seen the gesticulations from the fantastic staff here at KA Nevada. They are indeed sending them round again. So light shows the yellow lights. False start, and we go round again. For your pole sitter, certainly get some heat in that engine now as he floors it down the start-finish straight to catch the pack back up. They really aren't slowing down too much. They need to take the foot off the gas a little bit and try and let the pole sitter catch up. I know you don't want to. Neither would I if I was in that position, but you've got to let him catch back up. He's got back on the black stuff. And he's going to join this race. So again, I've got all 13 showing on the timing, so I'm not 100% sure who it is that hasn't been able to get out of the pit lane. Yeah, we definitely only have 12 out there at the moment. So sadly, we've already lost one driver before we've even gone to green flag racing conditions. Like I say, as soon as I can work that one out, I will let you know who hasn't made it to the start. Right then. Can we get it underway? First time of asking mini drivers. They go to the tram lines. It's 2x2. They watch those lights and they're out. We're racing here in the minis for the last time here on Friday. Down to the first couple of corners we go. And all the argy-bargy there. It's 2x2x2. Bit of a hip check there for the driver in fourth. That's going to lose them a position as they slip down back behind another driver. One driver very much not happy about something that happened there in the first couple of corners. I couldn't quite see it on the cameras, but they're at the back of the pack and they're not happy with something. Looks like it's Philip Backergaard potentially who hasn't made it out, maybe. Again, we'll check after the first lap of racing then. Oh, big move over the inside curb there for one of the drivers. That really unsettled the kart there as he managed to hold the slide and get it all back under control. I think he might have lost a position or two because of that one. Espen Moe has had a brilliant start here. What's happened to Ole Alexander Smithstad? He's been absolutely mugged on the first lap. He's dropped down to 6th or 7th place, I think it is. Yes, 7th position for Ole Alexander Smithstad. He was looking to make it a perfect run. 4 from pole position, but it's not going to happen here. Well, maybe, you never know. Move down the inside for the lead. There goes Melhus through. Christopher Melhus has overtaken Espen Moe there down at the left-hander. And will continue to hold the lead there under the bridge section. Great opportunistic move there from the number 110. Will we see the favour repaid though? Not quite close enough this time. Is Espen Moe. It was that purple sector 1 that gave Christopher the opportunity there to make that move. And now look at this, Espen Moe already hounding the rear of his kart. And who's that brought back into the fray? It's the 187 of Adrian Mikkelsen, your defending champion in the minis from last year. And look at that, Adrian with the new fastest lap of the race. A two-way fight has become a three-way fight. Here's the repaying of the favour. Espen Moe back down the inside at the same corner. He lost the lead, but up and under goes Christopher Melhus, trying to follow him through. Yes, fantastic from Adrian Mikkelsen. He'll chop back across. Just about enough room given and slipping down to the back of the train then. Actually, was that Espen Moe that slipped to the back? I think it might have been. Back through has gone Melhus and back through has gone Mikkelsen. Yes, so Espen Moe loses out 2 places. Again, like we saw in previous races, you try to make a move for 1 position and you end up losing 2. That's exactly what's happened there to Espen Moe. And all of this battling is bringing more drivers back into the fray. One of those is Jenny Nordbang. The other one, guess who? It's Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad. They're chasing them back down. Move for the lead, down the inside, late on the brakes. Goes Adrian Mikkelsen. Up and under, through follows Espen Moe. God, these drivers are fantastic at racing. This is brilliant stuff. Through they continue on, through sector number 2 then. Down into the heavy braking zone, just about covering that one off. There's the move from behind though. Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad gets through on Jenny Nordbang at the bottom of the hill. Reshuffling at the sharp end again, I think. Adrian Mikkelsen has just about held on to that one as they head through the last couple of corners. But a 2-way kart became a 3-way kart. Now it's nearly a 7-kart battle here at the sharp end. The drivers have come alive this afternoon. Unbelievable stuff. We've still got over half race distance in this one, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Will this be the move again? Yes, of course it will. Espen Moe trying the inside line, but I don't think he's quite got it. All shuffling in behind, though. Down to 4th place, that is. Christopher Melhuis loses a place to 4th, and I do think it's your pole sitter who snuck on by. Yes, it is. So after a difficult first lap for the 197, Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad is back through into P3. I need a second to breathe here, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, what an awesome race this is turning out to be. Who's going to win this one? I genuinely have no idea. Side by side across the line for the lead. Tried the up and under there to Espen Moe. It didn't quite work. He couldn't get the exit. Has to slot back in behind yet again. Again, Adrian Mikkelsen is up 5 places in this final. What a brilliant young racer Adrian is. But now the pressure is mounting as Espen Moe still hounds that rear axle of his kart. It looks as though, sadly, a couple of laps ago, we've lost Daniel Stollen in this one. And it was Christian Bjorgen who didn't make it to the start, so apologies, I called it Philip Backegard. It was not Philip, he's in this race. It was Christian Bjorgen who didn't make it out of pit lane, and sadly we've lost Daniel Stollen as well on the number 132. Or is it the one? No, it's the 159 I can see out my window, so I'm absolutely chatting rubbish. Apologies. We lost both of those drivers during the race. I still don't know who it was in the pits. I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be giving you information. I don't know myself. Let's keep an eye on this leading battle, though, because I don't want to keep my eyes off, because it's all chopping and changing as quickly as you can say overtake. There's one, though, down the inside into the left-hander. Aggressive from your pole sitter of Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad. He's into P2, and there are only one mini kart separates him from a perfect day. I said on the first lap, oh, that's it, he's not going to do it. And then I had to stop myself and go, hold on, John. This is karting. This is IAME racing. Anything can happen. And he's already back to 2nd place. Just over 2 minutes left to go then as we head on to lap number 8. All of them dropping the head down, activating her human DRS as they try and find as much speed as they can down the front straight outside of my commentary box window. Check over the shoulder for Mikkelsen. He knows that Surly Smithstad is right there. And he can't give him an inch because Ole will take a mile. Do they continue? Top 3 starting to break away a little bit. Your leader earlier on, Christopher Melhuis, sadly just dropping away. He's still got Jenny Nordbang hot on his tail. And then waiting in the wings behind, we've still got Jakob Ovronberger and Marcus Alberg as well. There's the move! There's the move! Lay down the inside and back to the front there. It goes Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad. He gets back to the sharp end of the order. Let's see what they all try and do now. Through onto yet another lap of this race, and yet again we've got a new race leader. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Big defensive move. Okay, that's the strat. That's the strat from Ole Alexander. He's just thinking, I'm going to defend, back them all up. Hopefully they start battling, and then I can get a bit of clear air. Whoa, that was a bit of a send. Was that Jenny Nordbang? Yes, it was. Nordbang down the inside. They're side by side through the S's section. That was very close. That's back through. Great move by Mikkelsen. Espen Moe trying around the outside as well. We're 6 cars line astern here into the final sector. Retakes 2nd place then as Ole Alexander Surly Smithstad. And side by side for third place as well. That's going to be hung out to dry there for Christopher Melhus. He might lose the place. He's going to lose two. He's going to lose two because of that. Hung out to dry was Christopher there. Sadly for him, keeps Marcus Alberg behind, but he's down to P6. This is going to be the penultimate lap of this race then, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, Espen Mo this time is back into the lead. So apologies, I might have misread that. It was potentially Espen Mo that made that cheeky move to retake the lead. But either way, Adrian Mikkelsen, your race leader for quite a few laps earlier, is still very much there within a shout. Defence again from your race leader of Espen Mo. Do they come into the left-hander? Will there be the cheeky attempt? Not this time. And the 180 is going to lead us onto the final lap of this race. 1,030 metres left to go, and we're side by side. Onto the final lap we go here in the minis. Who's going to take it down to the first couple of corners? They're all three abreast, my goodness. One driver shuffle wide, but it's Alexander Suli-Smith who's taking the lead. He's got it. Defending hard though into the left-hander, really holding that inside line. I think that's Mikkelsen now who's the one attacking. Down they go into the bridge section once more. All of them right together. Up and under. 3 wide. Oh my goodness, that was so close. What an unbelievable move. I think that was Mo finding his way back through, and they're all chopping and changing down the right-hander. Oh my goodness. Well, how is this going to finish? Can Ole remain calm and hold on to this lead? To the left they go, up and under from Espen Mo. They're going to be side by side into the final corner. It's up and under again. They're going to be side by side to the line. Oh my goodness, what an end to the race. Who's it going to be? I have no idea. I have no idea. It's Espen Mo. It's Espen Mo. What a race. Unbelievable scenes here in the minis. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need a lay down in a dark room after that one. Unbelievable racing in the minis. That was fantastic. And we had about 7 drivers there, all could have taken the win on the last lap. But it's Espen Mo with a fantastic double switchback there, and just about got a good enough exit to steal it at the line. And I can tell you, the gap across the line was 1,000th of a second. 1,000th of a second. That's less than a blink of the eye. And Espen Mo takes it and stops Ole Alexander Suli-Smith from getting that perfect day. He's going to have to settle for a second place. Wow, wow, wow. That was fantastic. Like I say, I think I need a bottle of water and a lay down after that one. Unbelievable racing. Fantastic. I think we had, what was that, 4 or 5 different leaders across that 8-minute plus 1 lap race. And even into the last couple of corners, you still had no idea who was going to win. But there is your final race results on the screen. Espen Mo taking the win by 1,000th of a second ahead of Ole Alexander Suli-Smith and Adrian Mikkelsen, your top 3. Christopher Melhus and Jakob Orlund there, your top 5, followed by Jenny K. Nordvang, Marcus Alberg, Shelly Sande, Berg Brandstedt Benkersvold, then Oliver Christiansen Campellium, Daniel Stollen, Philip Bakkegaard and Christian Bjorgen there. Sadly, a couple of the drivers not making it to the finish in that one. But either way, what a brilliant race at the front of the order. That race absolutely coming alive in the minis, and we hope that that will continue there on to their super heats and the finals tomorrow. My goodness. Right, I'm going to take a second because I think I'm about to pass out. We'll be back in a few moments' time for the second heat of the day in the juniors.